On the World Wide Web, poorly written fanfictions are considered especially hilarious. On YouTube and Discord, the dedicated readers who riff these fanfictions are members of an elite squad known as Donut Like, Donut Read. These are their stories. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Donut Like, Donut Read. I am Adam at your service, and with me I have Joaquin.
What's up?
John.
Greetings, normies. Bum bum.
And Punty.
Hello.
And today I am so excited. If any of you have been following me in the Discord channel, I've been looking for this, something like this. We found a Law & Order SVU fanfiction. I love this franchise. I don't really pay attention to the stories, since I like the true crime aspect of it. And this story today is called Oliva's Baby by Bright Eyes 2001334. Anyone know who Oliva is?
I thought it was Olivia. I thought it was they were spelling Olivia like the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, they do the rest of the stories as that one time it's Oliva. When Olivia gets pregnant, she tells Elliot that he's the father, but when he denies it, Olivia decides to prove him wrong. Sounds like a typical episode of Law & Order SVU. So, the summary inside the story is the same as the summary outside the story, so... And this author also puts all of the chapters on one page, so no skipping around, just straight to the fun. Chapter 1. Olivia Finds Out. It was just a regular day in New York, and detectives Benson and Stabler were working on a case that was involving the death of a teenage girl.
So, did the mom kill her daughter? For reference, I'm doing an impression of Nick Sachs from the sci-fi series Happy. They're playing with the same dude, so that's where that comes from.
That's perfectly acceptable. That's a great show, by the way. Elliot asked Olivia.
I don't know.
Olivia said while rubbing her stomach. That sounds like Law & Order dialogue. Did they do it? I don't know.
Olivia, are you okay?
Elliot asked.
Yeah, this is just a little stomachache.
Olivia said.
I'm not an expert in biology, but I don't think pregnancy causes stomach aches.
If it does, there is a severe problem. Go to doctor now.
Oh, I guess she doesn't know. Maybe she doesn't know she's pregnant yet.
I don't know. I've never been pregnant before.
That's because you haven't had the old M-Preg workaround treatment.
Moving on. John,
before Elliot can say anything further...
John,
yes?
You are to be silent for the rest of the video. You're done talking.
Implying that if M-Preg were possible, Joaquin would be the first target for some reason.
Whoa.
You know, all these fanfic writers just want a piece of me.
Yeah, if anyone ever writes any Donut Like, Donut Read fanfiction, feel free to M-Preg Joaquin, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then you can cuck Adam also.
Maybe I'm into that shit, you don't know.
And just kill me.
Don't worry, baby, I'll be your Jeff the Killer. I guess. I've run out of things to put in this weird hypothetical fanfiction.
Stannis, morph Stannis into Thugdor.
As it should
I don't know
be.
about Julius. I don't know about Luna or the rest of us.
Before Elliot could say anything further, Olivia threw up on her desk and then she fell out on the floor.
She fell out. She fell out. She fell out on the floor. What?
This doesn't sound like pregnancy unless she's like super dehydrated or something.
Maybe it was like an exorcist puke, you know? She just kind of jet-powered herself out of her chair.
Oh, those pregnant women, all they do is puke and fall over.
It's just like... I especially hate it when they, like, vomit in it with their heads moving in 360 degrees. All around the fucking room.
I'm gonna ask my mom if that happened to her during her pregnancies. When she woke up, she was in the hospital and Elliot was sitting beside her when she asked him,
What happened?
You fell out, so we call the ambulance.
Fell out?
What does that mean?
Maybe she, like, fell out the window.
Either way, she fell to the ground.
Elliot said.
Why did I fall out?
I mean, she
Olivia.
fell on the floor, so maybe her feet were stuck in the floor, like inside the wood floor. She fell, and then her feet got out.
Happy
So maybe
birthday
she was
to
like
you.
stuck inside.
I wanted to wait until you woke up, and there goes the doctor now.
Elliot said as he saw the doctor come through the door.
Elliot, can you wait outside? I want the doctor to tell me first.
Olivia said. Elliot waited out the door for at least 5 minutes, and when the doctor came out, he told Elliot,
You can go in now. I thought I could do like a thing like the doctor, but I fucked it up. Now he's just guy with deep voice.
"That's okay." Elliot walked back in and asked,
What's wrong?
I'm pregnant.
Olivia said,
I just imagine him being like stunned. I imagine him being stunned, trying to find the nearest exit.
Elliot said while looking stunned.
I know who the father is.
Olivia said.
What? Who is it?
Elliot asked.
You are.
Olivia said.
What? I was only with you when Kathy and I broke up. We didn't do it that much. We didn't fuck too much.
It does not sound like something he would say. Elliot said.
Yes, we did, and you know it. And the doctor said I'm 16 weeks pregnant.
Olivia said.
There's no way the baby is mine. I've already got kids. I just imagine. I imagine he's becoming more and more progressive. I imagine he's becoming like progressively more like Nick Sachs. He always got the scarf on. He's just, in between lines, he's just drinking a bottle of whiskey.
Just so you know, if you have a baby, if you have children with your wife, you can't impregnate somebody else. That's what this means.
Yeah.
He already has kids. He's out.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Elliot said.
Elliot, if you really want to find out if the baby is yours, take a DNA test to prove it.
We're gonna
Olivia
go on
suggested.
Maury Povich.
That's the crossover we need to see.
That's gonna be the episode that Adam and the Chipmunks they were watching on Thanksgiving. This was the episode.
Oh, yeah.
They're watching
You know-
Oliva and Elliot battle it out.
And they're like, there's no way that kid could be mine. I've already had kids.
Oh, so your wingus works.
It's funny. It's funny, actually, because, like, in Happy, the main character, Nick Sachs, was like, in, like, a delusional, like, phase on, like, he imagined he was on, like, the Springer show.
See, it all links together.
Fucking Jerry
It all,
Springer.
it's all connected now.
I guess it all makes sense.
And this next line is very much something that Nick Sachs would say. No, I don't need to take a test to prove it.
Elliot said.
Elliot, please.
No.
Olivia said.
No. I gotta go home to my kids and my wife.
Elliot said.
You know what? I don't care. Just leave and I'll see you at work tomorrow.
Olivia said.
I just like how Olivia sounds jaded.
Well, I guess, she kind of sounds like that in the show most of the time. Just pretty monotone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never watched Law and Order.
Okay.
Wait.
Well,
Why is that a question?
Fuck knows.
yeah.
Wait. You can't go to work when you're pregnant.
Elliot said.
Why? Is it because you don't want anyone to find out that you have a baby that is coming from your partner?
Olivia asked. It does raise a question. Can cops go to work when they're pregnant? Like, do they just get, like, desk duty?
They can. If it's like sort of low effort, just investigations and not like chase. I think it is safe for pregnant cops to go to work for some things.
Yeah, but if you ever
But
see
after
Law
a
and
certain
Order...
point, they have to do desk duty or maternity leave, so.
But if you ever see Law and Order SVU, there's always some sort of chase scene.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, so Olivia should probably just go on desk duty.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do, Olivia? You are tearing me apart, Olivia.
Elliot asked.
I want you to believe me, but you won't.
Olivia said.
No! You need to believe me!
Elliot said. Oh my gosh.
Get out.
Olivia yelled.
What's the matter with you?
What the matter with you?
Does Elliot...
You crazy pregnant woman. You
Does
and your
Elliot
uterus
have
bouncing
Kyrie
around your
Beloved's-
body.
Does Elliot have Kyrie Beloved syndrome where he can't understand the consequences of his own romantic actions?
Probably.
I guess.
At least in this story. Maybe in canon, too.
Yeah, he is kind of a head case in canon, so maybe this is he's in character here.
What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? You're the one who's acting crazy. Now get out, or else I'm going to call a doctor to get you out. And I will ask him to use force. And I wouldn't care if he breaks your arm.
Huh.
Whoa.
Everyone
What's
knows
the
that
matter,
doctors think
man? What's the matter with
What's the
you?
matter with you?
What's the matter with you?
I was just thinking of that song by the Rollins Band.
That was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's the reason I know that song. Olivia said.
Fine, but I don't want to see you at work tomorrow. Come on, Happy, let's get going.
Elliot said as he left out the door. After he left, Captain Cragen, Detective Munch, and Detective Totola walked in, and Detective Munch asked,
Why did Elliot wall out of here? He like he had a problem.
He walled out of there.
I told him I was going back to work tomorrow, and he got all worried because I'm pregnant.
Olivia said.
What? Elliot is right.
Captain Cragen said.
You can't go to work tomorrow when something might happen. What if you get shot or something?
You can't shoot guns with a gut.
I don't want to just sit at home all the time by myself and do nothing. A lot of women who are pregnant still go to work if they have a job like mine.
Olivia said. Well, again, if she's just on desk duty, sure.
But you can't go into combat when you're pregnant.
Yeah. You can't do a chase scene when you're pregnant. Or at least you shouldn't.
What would be the line there? What would be like the point where it's like, I can't do chase scenes anymore? 6 months? 5? 4?
I mean, I would say
I don't know. Is there any,
different
negative
for every
6?
person who is pregnant? But whichever is the point where it's hard for you to get around is usually the point, oh, maybe you should cool it.
If there's any women cops that watch our videos, can you tell us?
Yeah, we'd appreciate it.
Even though I highly doubt there is.
Or anyone who knows a female cop, or just a cop with the parts to get pregnant, because I'm curious.
I can't imagine any cops
I was
watching our
Googling
videos.
it earlier, but I didn't get consistent results.
No.
Maybe the cops are watching because, you know, they know we're up to something.
Yeah,
Wink.
after my shift,
I always feel...
I got shot at, and when I get home, I'm gonna eat dinner, and I'm gonna watch Donut Like Donut Read.
I like those kids. They're funny.
Oh, they're doing another Chipmunks fanfiction. Great, I love that wacky Adam character.
I like to think
look.
our
Cunty found more porn. Better watch this one.
I like to think our TSA agents are all proud of us.
Yeah.
You know?
They're just
I like how,
glad we're
Punchy,
doing what
you're
makes
the
us
one.
happy.
Yeah, I like how you just say, like, you're the one who's finding porn. Like, you're the porn connoisseur or whatever.
I kind of am. I was the one
Actually,
who
it's not
brought the
TSA,
first
that's-
porn story to the crew, so...
Maybe it's not TSA. TSA is something else, but yeah. Okay.
FBI.
FBI. Yeah, I'm sure I like to think our FBI agents are proud of us. Okay. So, where would we leave off? Yeah, she just gave the whole feminist speech, and Detective Munch says,
You know Olivia is right. I've known a lot of women who did that.
Detective Munch said,
See? Munch agrees with me.
Olivia said,
You know what? You can go to work.
I love this like flawless logic. Like, you can't go to work. Yes, I can. Yes, you can.
yeah. Captain Cragen said, just kind of rolling over pretty quickly.
What? You can't let Olivia go to work?
Detective Totola said.
I'm sorry, but she's a grown woman and can make her own choices.
Everyone snapped.
I don't think it's that. I think it's for her own safety. and the kid that's
Yeah,
growing
and the
inside of
baby's
her.
safety.
Well, I
but
mean,
yeah.
she can still go to work. She just doesn't have to be in the field.
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
this
that's what I mean.
universe, again, chase scenes are required by the SVU. So if you can't do a chase scene, you just might as well stay home.
Well, to
Yeah,
be
they
fair,
actually-
she also still needs to make money to live, especially if she has a baby on the way now.
Eh.
So
In New York, mind you.
exactly.
Captain
you have
Kraken
to-
said.
Yeah, the issue is though you have to be on the tier of Usain Bolt. That's actually what that's actually how people like get like recruited. They beat Usain Bolt in a foot race.
I'm just
That's a really high bar, sir.
imagine
Hey.
Detective Olivia Benson, like 8.5 months pregnant, fucking massive, and still managing to chase down and destroy a suspect.
Oh god,
There's a picture for you.
it can't be any worse than the lady from Can't Be Fixed.
No.
How long have you been pregnant?
Detective Munch asked.
How long have you been pregnant? What a line.
How long
have
have
you
you have? How long have you have?
16 weeks.
Olivia said.
Ow, and you didn't know?
Captain Kraken asked.
Yeah.
Olivia said.
Do you know who the father is?
Detective Tuatola asked. Olivia was thinking to tell them that Elliot was the father because he was the only man she had ever been with, but she didn't want anyone to say anything, so she said,
I don't know.
I want.
Oh my god,
like,
look at wait, hold on. Look at
someone
this
else
line.
to be
Look at this line.
nonchalant.
Look at this line. Well, we hope you feel better. See ya tomorrow.
That seems like something he'd say, just not fully grasping the situation. He'd just say, "See you tomorrow. I hope you feel better."
Detective Tuatola said as he and the other two left. Olivia sat in the hospital bed thinking how Elliot said he was not the father, but she knew he was because he was the only one she had ever been with and knew it. And even though he said he wasn't the father, Olivia knew he was because she is never wrong.
What?
Oh,
That's
I'm
totally why
never
he's the
wrong.
father.
Yeah. I mean, both of them are working off some very flawed logic here, but hey. After thinking about it, the sun went down, and Olivia realized it was 9 p.m., and she had to get some sleep so she would be ready to leave in the morning. Chapter 2. Going to work and talking with Kathy.
That's a great chapter name.
Very straightforward. This author doesn't mess around. Straight to the point. When Olivia woke up, she looked at the clock and saw it was 8 a.m. So she got up and put on some clothes. After she finished doing that, she went to the front desk and said,
I'm Olivia Benson, and I would like to check out of this hospital.
Oh my god, are we literally going to have to go watching her go through the process of checking out of a hospital? You don't need to put that in your stories.
yeah, you really don't. You could have just teleported her
Just
to work.
makes me
You can
think
have the
of
nurse's line, by the way, John.
This makes me
Oh,
think of
oh,
that
oh.
Chipmunks story with the surprise 9/11, where they had to hold Britney's jacket ransom at the front counter, and they would give it back to her until she was leaving the hospital with the baby.
Okay, darling, just write your name on
I guess
for the
Reese is your
checkout
nurse.
list.
Rouge.
I'm everywhere, don't you know,
neighbor.
darling?
Oh,
Write
Rouge,
your
my
name for
queen,
the checkout
my
list.
beauty.
Oh god, I love that running joke.
A nurse said. Olivia wrote her name and left to go to work. When she got there, she said,
Hey, everyone.
"Oh, this whole thing is in quotations, so you can read the whole thing."
Say it, say it, say it.
Nobody said anything to her, so she asked, "Are you guys mad at me or something?"
Finn Tutuola walked up to her and said,
Elliot, you told us that you said he was the father of your baby, and you told us you didn't know. Why did you lie to us?
Because I didn't want you guys to pick on me and get mad at me, and I know Elliot
What?
told you that he is not the father. But I know he is, because he was the only man I've been with.
She didn't want him
That's
to
why
pick
you're
on
worried?
her. No.
Because you're gonna get bullied at work for getting pregnant?
Like, oh, Olivia got pregnant. Ooh, it's not like high school when that one freshman got pregnant. Like,
Wait, what?
He didn't want to pick on her.
I mean, a few girls definitely picked on that freshman at my school. I was friends with that freshman. She was like, she's still my best friend to this day.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely happens in high school, but at work, when you work for the SVU, I feel like...
Just high school hazing. Like, you ho, I can't believe you got pregnant.
Like Bowling for Soup said, high school never ends.
That's it.
What about Kathy?
Detective Munch asked.
Oh, it was when they broke up and she put him out like a cat, and she doesn't know. At least I think she doesn't.
Maybe she meant, like, put her out of him out of his misery. You know,
I think it means she, like, locked him out of their place or something. But, like, it sounds like he was just an unruly cat she put out in the backyard for a bit.
This gets funnier and funnier. Before anyone said anything, Elliot walked in and said,
Sorry I'm late, everyone.
Olivia looked at Elliot and rolled her eyes.
Are you two mad at each other?
Detective Munch asked.
I don't know. Maybe you should ask Elliot.
Olivia said.
No. Why don't you ask Olivia?
Elliot said.
It really is high school.
It really is.
Oh.
Maybe this is the high school alternate universe for Law & Order SVU.
Oh my god. This is all just a high school building. It's like a club. They do.
It's like a small town high school.
Punny, is this the high school you went to?
I went to a small, sort of Catholic farming town high school. Everyone was mean to each other except for me and a select group of kids who came from poor families. So, yeah.
And with that commentary about religion aside, we got the next line.
Elliot, we know you are the father of Olivia's baby.
Detective Juola said.
What a genius deduction there.
There are
We're taking
detectives,
her
I guess
word
they
for
know.
it.
They know better.
Ice-T just immediately knows, Elliot, you idiot. It has to be yours.
What? I am not the father. She knows it and I know it.
Elliot said.
How come you just won't take a test?
Olivia asked.
Because I can tell if another woman has a baby by me, and your baby is not mine.
Bullshit!
What? What? What does he mean by
Bull-fucking
that?
You can't look
Yes,
into this woman's uterus at this little fetus and say, oh, that's not my baby. You can't do that, Elliot, you fucking moron.
He has a psychic.
Like, I'm married, I can't get another girl pregnant. Go get castrated.
So,
you see,
is he pretty much admitting that he cheated?
Yeah, I mean...
He's married. He definitely slept with Kathy, who I'm pretty sure isn't his wife.
Kathy, I think she is. Kathy's his wife.
I can't remember. But, like, regardless,
Yeah,
they were
Kathy is
broke
his
up
wife,
for a while.
Or was his wife.
And, like, he railed Olivia, I think, while they were still married. If they're divorced now, I don't know, but...
Did they actually fuck in the show? I just don't remember that actually happening. But I know I never watched the show.
They had
in order. I always
romantic
just, like, watch
tension.
whatever.
I think the fan base just likes to assume they fucked at some point.
I mean, they definitely did. I mean, the romantic tension side of things, yeah. So, Elliot yelled.
How many men do you think I slept with?
Olivia asked.
I think 10.
Okay, fuck
What?
you, Elliot.
Wait. These are literal.
Now's the
They're
time
acting like teenagers.
Amateurishly slut shame a pregnant woman who's also your detective partner. You suck, Elliot.
I think 10.
No. This isn't Elliot. This is Nick Sachs. Just imagine that, and it all makes sense.
It actually makes more sense if it is Nick Sachs.
Yeah. This doesn't feel much like Elliot in a lot of the time, so
Elliot said. That's when Olivia started tearing up, grabbed her jacket, and said,
I can't believe you said that.
Olivia walked out, and then Detective Munch said,
You didn't have to say that, and you know it isn't true.
Detective Munch has a point. He didn't have to say that. He's just
I like
being
my
petty.
voice is getting. My voice is just getting more and more cowboyish. Like
yeah.
Oh,
first
pretty
it was
much.
like Merce Steve Eagle, now it's just like Sam, like the way
Did
Blake
someone say
voiced Sam
cowboy?
in like the way Blake voiced Sam in Fate.
Yeah, or just a bad Sam Elliott impression.
That's what I was thinking, actually, Sam Elliott.
I love it regardless, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but she thinks I'm the father.
Elliot said.
We know that, but you hurt her feelings, and you know that wasn't right.
Wow, when Ice-T is morally lecturing you.
Detective Tutuola said.
He's like, I came back. I care. That was a Rick and Morty joke.
I like how he's like he's the one that teaches you shit, like Ice-T. Like in that one scene, I always bring it up when we talk about SVU, where that guy is like, man, I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And he's like, well, I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about that
Unfortunately,
scene where they had to explain to Ice-T's character what addiction was, and he was like, oh, so like when you bake the house on the ponies, or you smoke too much crack cocaine.
Yeah, I guess, Ice-T doesn't understand, gender fluidity and everything, but, or...
I heard that line somewhere else from, like, Khalifa from Dragon Ball. She's like, I train with men, and I have sex with women.
What?
Good for her.
I got news for you. That means you're gay. Guys, it's shit that I have to deal with my own kids, and I can't pay child support with all the bills I have to pay.
Well, maybe you should have thought
Okay.
about that before you put your dick in someone without a condom on it, eh? Fucking
Yeah, I like
moron.
the way how he's like, there's never any, lines like, oh, it couldn't be me, you said you were on protection, or I was wearing a condom. It's like, I just know it's not mine, I already have kids, it can't be mine.
Or he was like, I was
All
drunk.
my sperm has been spent. I already have 5 children. There cannot be a 6th.
Elliot said.
Why don't you take the test, and if you are the father, maybe you can and Olivia can work something out, and someone else can be the father.
Detective Munch said.
You just became like a preacher. Someone else can be the father.
And the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Now and forever.
Substitute God.
Amen.
In the name of the stepfather, stepson.
Please be seated.
Elliot asked.
Do you really want me to do that?
Elliot asked.
If you don't, Olivia will keep asking you to take the test until you do, and I think you should do it.
Detective Tutuola said. Elliot didn't say anything, and that was when he got a phone call from Kathy, and she said through the phone, Elliot, you didn't tell me Olivia is pregnant.
Wow, she got there fast. Must be all the chasing she does.
Yeah. All those chasing.
She was chasing Kathy.
Yeah.
How did you find out about that?
Elliot asked. Olivia's over here right now, and we're just having a cup of tea, Kathy said.
Wow.
That was really quick.
Kathy had to have made her tea beforehand, thinking that she was going to get news like that.
Yeah. And then Olivia just, sonic speeded over to
She
her
knows
house.
her husband is a fuck, and that is his detective partner has to deal with it, I guess.
You see, she had consent when her husband impregnates someone. You see,
Maybe Olivia.
it's her with the power.
Maybe Olivia should just get with Kathy, and they can all raise the kids together and throw Elliot out.
And that's the start of Happy. I like this plot line.
I
Makes
love
sense.
the ideal way to fix a love triangle is just to remove the axis.
Yes.
True story.
I'm coming over there now. Not like I come.
Elliot said.
Nope. I can't think of a joke like that. It's on short notice.
What? Stay there. I never had a chance to hang out with her, and you need to stay there and work on that case, Kathy said.
What case?
What? That's what you have an objection to. Not that her husband got someone else pregnant.
I don't think she knows yet about that
Maybe
detail.
she was anticipating it. Like, wouldn't it be funny if just secretly she knew what a dumbass her husband was and she was just expecting something like this to happen?
He's got that. You see, my husband has that anime fuckboy powers. It's something. It comes with the territory. Fine, I'll stay.
Elliot said. Thank you. I love you, Kathy said.
Love you too.
Elliot said. So, do you know who the father is? Kathy asked Olivia.
No, but I don't care who it is, because I always wanted a baby, and with or without a father, I know my child is going to be strong.
Olivia said. Is it a boy or a girl? Kathy asked.
I don't know. I've been meaning to ask the doctor, but it never came around.
It never came around. I mean, can you even tell at 4 months? I really don't know the answer to that question. I'll probably sound really stupid.
Sometimes it's hard to see even the most well-developed baby's bits. Maybe because the sac they're in. Sometimes it's thicker for different pregnancies, and sometimes it's thinner. It varies.
The more you know, Olivia said.
I think you're right. I'm go to the hospital right now.
I'm go to the hospital. I'm a go.
You can be prepared for a baby without it specifically being for a boy or a girl. When one of my friends gets pregnant, I get things that aren't specifically pink or blue or boy or girl specific stuff.
You're not wrong, but the way American culture is now, everyone has to know, and they have to burn down a forest once they find out.
I mean, if I see a cute little pair of overalls with like an embroidered elephant on the pocket, I'm gonna buy it for a boy or a girl baby.
Where the heck do you live that people are just getting pregnant?
Kansas.
I hate that answer.
I mean,
is there just like a lot of young pregnancies over there?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up knowing quite a few people who got pregnant in high school. Yeah. All 3 of my older sisters walked across the high school graduation stage pregnant, so...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I knew someone, one of my childhood friends got pregnant in 7th grade.
Yeah.
I'm not
Sex
in Kansas, by the way. I'm in California.
Sex education in this country is terrible. Educate yourself. Arm yourself with knowledge, please.
Yeah.
To all our donut viewers out there.
Use ribbed for her pleasure.
That too.
Yes.
This has been another PSA corner.
I'm going with you since the kids are in school, and sign, I have nothing else to do, Kathy said.
Okay, because I don't want to be alone. Aww.
I don't want to be alone either, now that I've learned.
And then they fell in love.
Yeah, the best chemistry in this story so far is Olivia and Kathy.
Like, genuinely, Kathy's being so nice to her.
They went to the hospital, and when they got there, Olivia and Kathy went in a room with a doctor, and Olivia said,
I want to know if the baby is a boy or a girl.
Okay. Hold on,
said the doctor. He told them to look at the screen, and they saw the baby, and the doctor said,
congratulations, it's a boy. I have invented the technology to just put a camera in the womb. Because, like, all the events happen, like, just like, okay, hold on, then point to the TV screen. Does this guy know magic?
Dr. Strange works at this hospital.
Yes!
Oh my god, a little baby boy, said Kathy.
Doctor, can you give me and my friends some privacy?
Asked Olivia.
Sure.
said the doctor, and then he walked out the door. Olivia, what's wrong? Asked Kathy.
I know who the father is.
Said Olivia. Really? Who? Asked Kathy.
Please don't be mad, but Elliot is the father.
Said Olivia. What? Are you sure? Asked Kathy.
I'm sure, but he doesn't believe it. And when I told him to take a test, he said no. And I know that he is the father because he was the only one I slept with.
Said Olivia. What if he is the father?
What?
Oh god.
Didn't she just state that he is the father?
Yeah, but what if he is the father? Asked Kathy. She's taking it pretty well, all things considered. I guess they're such good friends now.
Hey man, true love conquers all.
Like I said, she knows her husband is a shit dick.
She, again, huge anime pro tag energy.
I think he won't be there to support the baby, because he already has kids.
Said Olivia. If he doesn't want to be the father, maybe you can find someone else, said Kathy.
Not very supportive, Kathy.
What is this obsession with, like, trying to find a substitute father?
Well, father is a role. It's not just the sperm that makes the baby. It's the man who steps up to be the child's father.
I mean, I know that, but why is everyone obsessed with this notion?
I don't know. This is a weird way to go about it.
Kathy's probably shipping Olivia with somebody right now. We just don't know who.
Ice-T.
Maybe.
What if he... Yeah. Oh, interesting concept.
That'd be a twist.
Or shipping her with Captain Munch. I don't know.
I think it's
I'm
Captain
very
Craig and
gracious that you
Detective.
asked me to be the father of your child.
I think Sam Elliott would be a better dad. Yeah.
Probably.
Oh god.
But what if changes his mind and he wants to be the father?
Asked Olivia.
Changes.
I don't know, but I will be there for you every step of the way, said Kathy. Aw,
Thanks, Kathy. You're a great friend.
said Olivia.
Always
That's genuinely sweet. Okay.
Part 3, the baby shower, and he isn't the father.
I love these chapter names.
Why did you spoil that for us? Like, that would be a big twist. Why do you
He's
give it
not
away
the
for
father
free?
because Kathy is.
She
twist.
underwent parthenogenesis.
After months, Kathy threw Olivia a baby shower, and when it was over, Olivia said to Kathy as they cleaned up,
Thank you for the baby shower, Kathy. That was so fun.
"You're welcome," said Kathy.
Wrong, your.
Good call,
You didn't have to go all out.
said Olivia. But at least the women had fun, said Kathy.
At least they got turned up.
Yeah, you were right. They had the baby shower at a stripper place.
They were all drinking champagne and getting turned up to Cardi B.
That sounds
Whoa.
pretty
Yeah.
dope, actually. I think more
Yeah.
baby showers should be like that.
Everybody but Olivia could have champagne, I guess. She probably just had a soda.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were right.
said Olivia. They heard a knock on the door, and when Kathy opened the door, Elliot walked in, and Kathy asked, "What are you doing here?"
Just so done with this
Husband.
shit. Why are you here? Fuck you. This is your fault. Elliot, you said you weren't the father, and I understand.
Said Olivia. Okay, that I guess it proves that he's not the father, right? He said so.
Wait, hold on. Next line.
I know, but I want to take a test because I feel bad. But what I said, and I just wanted you to be happy, and if I'm the father, I will send the baby gifts for his birthday and for Christmas. Yeah, that's the big
I think
priority here.
There's a lot more than that.
Oh yeah, that's
That's the
the
priority
important
here.
fucking part about being a fucking baby daddy, Elliot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's what they're worried about.
Said Elliot.
Really? When do you want to take the test?
Asked Olivia.
I made an appointment today, and I think we should get going.
Said Elliot.
Okay. Kathy, will you come with us?
Asked Olivia. Sure, said Kathy.
I just read ahead. You guys don't read ahead.
Don't do
Yeah.
it, don't do it.
I know, I already read ahead because I've already read through this, but yeah.
But-
They went to the hospital for their appointment, and after waiting a few minutes for the blood test, the doctor walked in and said,
I'm sorry, but Mr. Stabler, you're not the father. What? You put me through all of this shit, blaming me, and you're telling me this kid isn't mine?
To be
Ask
fair,
Elliot.
from the kind
Then
of
who
fuck
is?
man that Elliot seems to be, I think he deserved this.
Then who is?
Ask Elliot.
I don't know how I know this, but as a doctor, but a man named Finn Tatalula.
You were right!
Holy shit!
Ice-T fucked Olivia.
It's funny though, okay, yeah. Said the
Shit,
doctor.
man, for real?
Yeah, how did he have that information with him? Did he
It's Doctor
Did they,
Strange. It's Doctor Strange, man.
did they just test all of the men at the SVU to make sure it was one of them or something?
Yeah, they all
Okay.
ran a train on her.
That wasn't what I said. They test them all.
You know, all the other dudes at the SVU are gonna be better parents than Elliot could ever dream of being, even if it's not their kid.
I'm confused because Olivia kept saying Elliot is the only man that she's been with, so then she was
Yeah.
I
lying.
think the author
Yeah.
forgot and just retconned it.
It really is what it looks like because it was she seemed very sure of herself. I never slept with anyone else ever. And then, oh yeah, it might have been someone else.
You told me you didn't sleep with another man.
Said Elliot.
I'm sorry I lied. But I was with Finn for a few months, and I didn't think he was the father.
Said Olivia. Wait, why was she so she was trying to pin it on him the whole time?
Hold
Is
up.
Olivia
Maybe
also
she
kind of shit
didn't
here?
really sleep with Finn when they were together, and it was just once, and she figured, oh, I fucked Elliot a whole bunch. It's probably his. But then again, I don't
Okay.
know.
So, you wanted me to be the father and not Finn? When that baby is born, he is gonna be light-skinned, and you think I'm gonna believe that baby will be mine and he might be Finn's? What the fuck is this? You can't tell a baby's race, babe, when they're not born yet.
Babies come
I
out
think
so
the
wet
purpose
of
and
the-
wrinkly, it's hard to tell what color their skin is sometimes. Sometimes they dry out and their skin is a lot lighter. Sometimes they dry out and they start darkening as they get older. Melanin's weird like that, especially in newborns.
Babies look like little old men when they're born.
They're wrinkly and they're very damp, and they scream a lot.
You would know,
Said Elliot.
living in the hellscape that is Kansas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to call you out. Didn't mean to call you out.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry. You have to forgive me.
Why should
Said
I?
Olivia. You have to forgive me. I command you forgive me.
I can't believe you did this to me. You had me go through. I threw it on the ground. You had me go through all of that, and you knew I wasn't the father.
She didn't know,
Said Elliot.
per se.
I mean, yes, you didn't know, but yeah.
And considering the way he immediately reacted the second she suggested it could be him, I think he deserved to be fucked with.
Yeah.
This man's
At
an
the same
asshole.
time, though, she was also lying to him, saying,
She
"Oh,
was.
I never slept with anyone
she
else."
was lying like, "Oh no, I didn't sleep with anybody
I
else."
think-
But you had a few month long relationship with Finn. Didn't think to mention that. Does Finn know? And he was just cool with you fucking with Elliot. That's interesting.
I think they're both assholes and they deserve each other.
Yeah. You know what? Kathy's
I
too
know-
good for both of them.
I think Kathy and Finn should be together. I think that's
Yeah.
the ultimate pairing here.
Finn will be the
Yes.
best stepdad.
So
I
where
think
are...
Finn is married, though, isn't he?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
You know what? I don't care. I know Finn will be there.
Said Olivia.
How do you know that?
Because I called
Ask
him
Elliot.
and said he would be
Please.
there, and I knew you wouldn't be the father.
What?
Yeah. I also know that Finn is not a massive fuck, so,
What?
you know.
Finn's a decent human being, you dick baby.
So you decided to be a dick baby back to me? Like, just to
This
say,
is so
haha.
mature. This is
Score
just like
one.
high school. with all the politics, like, oh, this guy knocked me up, but we broke up, and he won't accept the kid, so I'm dating the quarterback or whatever. Like,
is this like the extended like Love is War like freaking like Kaguya-sama Love is War fanfiction universe? I guess.
maybe.
I suppose. I don't know.
We,
Olivia grabbed her bag and said,
I don't want to see you again.
you're the one who lied to me
Chung-chung.
for months
Yeah,
and shit.
you could have just cut him out, and like gotten the DNA test done, and like, oh, it's Finn's, so we're gonna be a thing and raise our kid together. This was all so stupid.
It's all just needless drama. Part 4. Friends again and the father being there.
These chapter names.
Months later, like how many months later? It had been months.
Many days
when
in
Kathy
captivity
threw the
later.
baby shower. Was she pregnant for like 14 months? How many months passed?
It's just months, Punty. Months. Months later, Olivia gave birth to her baby boy, and she named him Finn Jr. or FJ.
Nice name.
Oh, I hate that. I would never curse.
FJ.
I would never curse my kid to be a junior. That would be on the for eternity.
Be creative. Pick a name. Isn't it canon in the show that Olivia has a kid named Noah, or is that just a fanfic thing?
I think she adopted
I
a
can't
kid. I think she adopted a kid at some point.
Mm.
I'm not really sure. Again, that was in the later seasons. I didn't really pay attention to.
Moving along, we're almost done here.
Yeah, we're almost at the end.
Olivia. He's beautiful.
Said Finn.
I know. He has your eyes.
Said Olivia. Elliot and Kathy walked in, and Elliot said,
Hey,
What are you doing here?
asked Olivia.
Finn, I'm pregnant. It's all come full. It's come full
Oh my
circle
god!
again.
Ice-T got everyone pregnant.
I guess there really is M. pregnant in the story.
Detective Munch and Chief Kragan are both pregnant too.
Yeah, Captain Munch is like,
gosh.
Finn, I am pregnant.
It's
I'm
like,
gonna name him,
it's like
what would he name him?
you know
Munch Jr.
I mean, if
Oh,
it's
God.
a girl,
Munch
they'd probably
Jr..
name her something stupid like Finla.
You know that one anime meme where it's like a bunch of anime girls like hold up a positive pregnancy test? I imagine that's what's happening here in SVU.
Oh, that would be such a great thumbnail. Just like everybody, like,
oh my
edited
god,
to
can
be
we do
holding
that?
up
Can we do
pregnancy
that?
tests and Ice-T
Sure.
with a sweat drop on his forehead.
Oh god, yes! Yes!
The
No
thumbnail would be
context
like
till the
Ice-T's like face close up, and then maybe edit his eyes so he's looking to the left, and he has a face expression like he's scared, and he has a sweat, and then all the characters are just holding up a pregnancy marker.
Oh god. Oh god.
I don't have the skills to Photoshop
We'll
that. though.
figure it out.
I
It's
mean, it doesn't have
fine.
to be good. The shittier it is, the more I'll love it.
I'll
Where did we
figure
leave
it out.
off? Was it on What Are You Doing Here? Or
Yeah, okay. back to this fucking shit. I wanted to see my nephew.
said Elliot.
You want to be his
Elliot?
uncle?
Okay. Asked Olivia.
Yeah, and Kathy wants to be his aunt.
Said Elliot.
Are you still mad at me?
Asked Olivia.
No, I decided to forgive you because the guy was overreacted, and I didn't mean to. I've been going to therapy, addressing my fuckboy ways.
Oh, good.
Said Elliot. Yeah, good.
You know what? I forgive you. And you and Kathy can be his uncle and aunt.
Thanks.
Said Olivia.
Thanks.
Said Elliot.
No problem.
Said Olivia. And after that, Elliot, Kathy, and their kids visited Olivia, Finn, and FJ forever.
Forever. This visit is ongoing. We're going to Disney World all together as a family and never fucking going home.
That's a fresh kind of hell. Let's see if there's any funny. Let's see if there's any reviews here that are. Barry said, "Great. Is it an actual episode?"
Oh God, Alvia Page Mech just says,
I want to read Lucy's review.
"Oh yes, of course."
John, you can go ahead.
What is Law and Order? Have a lot of sex every single time we watching it. Every time we always see it. Every season, an episode of it. What?
SVU,
sorry?
Sexual Victims Unit. It's definitely like part of the show, kind of. I mean, sexual victims is not sex. That's rape and other shit. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lucy says, that was some of the worst dialogue of all time. Sorry, but don't give up your day job.
That was cold. I thought the dialogue was great. I had
No
a great time
comment.
with it.
No comment says, this was terrible. Please delete.
Ooh, I want to read this guest review down here.
Have at it.
A guest on July 19th, 2013. A while ago. Sorry, but this is not only unrealistic in the SVU world, it's unrealistic in any situation in addition to being poorly written. You jump into the story to try to get the main ideas across, but there is no technique when writing. Most sentences have an awkward structure. You need to remember that you are telling a story about two already developed characters. I don't think that was the main problem with it, guest, but sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say, to be fair, it's probably very difficult to write a good Law and Order SVU fanfiction because of just the way the show is. Like, Dick Wolf's shows are just very, like, complex, a lot of law jargon, a lot of, like, police stuff, It's probably very difficult to write, but this was something. It was
certainly
something.
Occurred.
Yeah. And yeah, that was Oliva's baby. As per usual, leave Bright Eyes alone. I'm sure they've moved on to much better things in their life. And
The whole thing at this point. We got a Discord,
you can recommend
got
us
a
stories at the
Tumblr.
Discord.
We've got a
that's it.
Twitter.
Wait, we do?
We do.
Oh, neat.
It's just kind of there, though.
Definitely, if you ever just check out our Discord. You can always, leave us. If you go to the recommendation section, you can recommend us to do different fan fictions. Put them there, not on the YouTube channel. We won't see it there.
Request channel, not recommendation.
Yeah. Request channel, thank you. Yes. Check out the request channel. And remember, if you do not like, then do not read.
And remember,
Later.
if you ever eat iced tea, you will get pregnant.
Jeez.
Oh God, yeah.
Right, peace out.
Especially the guys.
Later.
Bye.